Welcome to another episode of Dumb Guys Talk About Fantasy Baseball. In this episode, we're going to do a league update. We got 5 of them.
Yes, and thanks for having patience with us. I know it's been a while since we had a video. We just had both of us had a lot going on.
Yeah,
so,
right.
One of it is I started softball leagues, and we're wearing our jerseys now. So it was taking up all my time after work for quite a while.
Yeah, you're in like 5 leagues, aren't you?
Well, I'm on 2 teams right now.
2 teams. But you play like 4 times a week.
Yeah, and I'm managing one of the teams, so that really takes up a lot of my time.
I'm the general manager of that team.
Oh.
So I just make the manager do all the work.
Okay. So anyway, we're here to give you an update. We had a few people comment, say they want that. One of them who said he want to shout out is Tail 2 Seeger, so there you go.
Tail 2 Seegers. He's in our head-to-head points league.
Yes. So let's go to head-to-head points.
All right.
I'm leading in that one so far this year. And
are you in first place?
I am in second place in that one.
Second place.
So much ado about nothing. Congrats, you're at 11-1 in that league.
11-1.
So he's dominating. Yeah. I'm at 9-3, second place.
Yeah.
Tail 2 Seegers 8-4, and Barry is 8-4 as well in fourth place.
Yep. I was off to a really good start. I think me and Much Ado About Nothing were tied for a little while until he beat me, and then I started to slow down a little bit. And I'm losing so far this week by about 40 points. So I'm hoping for some action.
Now, points, pitching does well, and I think this is a league where I did not take pitching early, but the pitchers I took are tearing it up for me.
Yeah.
It's breakout guys like Paxton, Blake Snell, Arrieta, Fulton Whites, plus some guys like Odorizzi from the Twins. Has been a nice kind of swap out depending on his matchup. I've got Brad Hand and Edwin Diaz as the closers. And it's just so everybody's been really working out well for me in that league.
You know the strategy,
as far as like sleeper pitchers.
Yeah, you know the strategy that I did on this league was I went for no closers. It's funny too because the other points league that we did in ESPN, I was all closers. And this league I went no closers. So instead of having closers in my relief pitching spots, I've got 2 Pirates pitchers who are relief pitcher eligible. I've got Williams and Musgrove. Musgrove, however you pronounce his name. But yeah, I agree. Pitching is where you win it there, and so much so that I think you can pick up a lot of middle of the road guys who will put up some big points for you. Especially those 2-start pitchers.
Yeah, definitely. And so in each of our leagues, we're going to mention a couple waiver wire pickups that have worked out well for us, so you can go look and see if these guys are available in your league. And in this one, Fernando Romero, the pitcher on the Twins, has worked out well for me. And he's been kind of a good matchup guy and getting points, in a point league. And also, I hate to admit it, Dodger, but I picked up Matt Kemp in this league.
You picked up Matt Kemp?
Yes.
Oh, man.
Since he's having one of his better seasons this year.
He's having a great
revival
bounce-back year.
Yeah, he lost a bunch of weight, and then he's gone back to the Dodgers. So, unfortunately, a Dodger's been helping me out in this league.
So some guys that I've picked up in this league that have paid off for me, Gene Segura, and this isn't the only league I picked him up in. I picked him up in another one. I also picked up some pitchers like Newcomb, Mikolos, picked up Ian Kennedy. So these are some guys that I've picked up and thrown in. Junis, he had a couple of really great starts. He's kind of slowed down a little bit. But those are guys that I kind of picked up that produce a little bit here and there, been pretty decent in this league.
So check those guys out. They've been helping us out.
Yeah.
All right, so next league. Here's one that's kind of a friends and local guys type of thing.
Is this...
a friend of ours set it up.
Oh, okay. We're going to do that one.
And this was an auction draft. So, there's some keepers in this one. So I tried to go with young guys. My 2 top pickups were Bryce Harper and Carlos Correa. Now... you probably think that team's awful because both those guys are letting me down. But overall, this team's doing well. And one guy that's really carrying me, the one guy that I've been drafting a ton, waiting for him to break out, is Brandon Belt. His slash line this year is great. His 390s on base percentage, over 300 batting average. This is an on base percentage league is one reason why I want to keep him because he typically walks 100 times a year.
Yeah.
And so he's been making up for the shortcomings of those stars that I picked up. And this is one as well where I've got some sleeper pitchers that worked out well, like Sean Mania. I know he's a guy we mentioned a lot in our previous video. A waiver wire pickup that's worked well for me in this one is Alan Hansen. He was a top prospect, taken about 17 years old, I believe, by the White Sox. He got cut, and the Giants picked him up basically for free, and now he's tearing it up. And he's going to be playing every day. He's going to be Crawford's backup, Panic's backup. Longoria has a broken hand, so he's playing third base, and he's been playing left field. And so he's going to start picking up more and more position eligibility. Right now in Yahoo, he's second base and outfield, but he's going to start picking up shortstop and third base as well. So he's going to be that super utility type guy that's great to have on your bench and plug in wherever you need. And he's got power and speed.
This is like the all Giants team right here.
The one I've got in
every guy you mentioned is a Giant except for Kemp.
Yeah, and one reason is so this being auction is the favorites really come out in that.
Yeah,
because,
right.
And there's a lot of Dodgers fans in this, so I could let the Dodgers players go, and the Giants players were going cheap. So I got a lot of them.
Yeah, one of the things that I was focused on here was the on base percentage. So in my draft, I went for guys like Votto. Yeah. I went for Freeman, who's really paying off this year for me.
Freeman is MVP candidate right now.
Yeah, for sure. But because it's a keeper league too, I really had my eyes pegged on Gleyber Torres, and I've got him. And man, that guy's been tearing it up.
Yeah, 14 home runs already, right?
Shoot, I am super excited not only for the Yankees, who are my team, but for the fact that I got Gleyber Torres on my keeper league. This guy's coming back next year, I'm pretty sure. Same thing, Posey, because I wanted that on base percentage. That guy, he gets on base. Some guys that have worked out for me that I picked up. Corbin.
Patrick Corbin. I've got him in another league.
Yep, I think I picked him up in a couple of leagues.
You got Fulton Whites in that league.
I've got Fulton Whites. Yep, I picked up Fulton Whites. And you know who I got? Boom, I picked up a Giant, Johnny Cueto, who's about to come off the 60-day DL. And was that guy killing it? Or what this season? I mean, I think his ERA is below 1.
Yeah, it was like 0.84.
Yeah.
Somewhere in there.
So ridiculous. So go check your leagues and see if someone dropped him because he was on the 60-day DL. Because he's coming back. And if he pitches like he did before he went on the DL, man, you're in for a nice treat there.
Yeah, one trick is follow the Twitters of some beat writers. And so the Giants beat writer is just tweeting that he's doing well in the minors.
Yeah,
that can help give you some leg up on your research.
Right. So how are we doing in this league? So I started off hot in this league. I remember because our buddy who started this league came over and he's like, "Oh man, you're killing us."
Yeah.
But I'm not looking so good now. I'm down to 8th or 7th place.
I started terrible, and it's partially because I drafted Bumgarner in this league and held on to him until he came back and some other injured players. But now my injured guys are back now and starting to climb, and I'm in 3rd place right now.
Yeah. So you know what I've noticed about this league, though? The interesting thing, the guy in 1st place has an 8.5 game league over the guy in 2nd place, and I am only 6 games behind the guy in 2nd place.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a guy separating himself from the league, and then there's just a big log jam.
It looks like he's going to be... Isn't there a bonus for 1st place in this league?
I believe so. This is a playoffs league, too, so...
Yeah.
But there's some interesting bonuses in this league. So
yeah, not just the keeper. If you have the most home runs,
you get a bonus.
You get a bonus.
If you get a penalty if you're in 9th or 10th place.
Yeah, so I better keep out of that. Oh, look who it is! The guy who started the league is in 9th.
Oh, that's funny.
And I've got a decent lead so far this week, 7-3. So hopefully I hold on to that.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a summary of that league.
Yep.
Now, we have coming soon what formats we like, and so this format, the daily roto, is the one we kind of say we like the least.
Yeah.
And this is probably the league where my team is doing the worst. And I've probably watched the waiver wires the least in this league, so I don't know if I'll have great waiver wire insights here. I was the first pick, so I've got some names that I should be doing well. I've got Mike Trout, Francisco Lindor, Alex Bregman, Buster Posey in this league, Madison Bumgarner. But I'm just noticing how little I like this league. I still have Mac Williamson, and he's down in the minors right now.
Yeah.
I need to make a change there.
Yeah, I've got...
Actually, let's do that right now. I'm putting Brandon Belt back in for Mac Williamson. Done. Thanks for helping me change that. Oh, shit. Sorry.
What's going on? Watch your language.
Sorry. I need to drop... Oh. I need to drop Shohei Ohtani.
I'm on yesterday's numbers.
Okay. You're watching me make a live move.
This is exciting, you guys.
Yes.
Live.
I'm dropping Shohei Ohtani to move Brandon Belt onto my main roster.
Oh, you had Ohtani?
Yes.
Batter or pitcher?
Batter.
Oh, okay. Which that might have worked out for you early on.
It was working out well. And now I'm moving Brandon Belt to bench. Sorry. I'll come back to it.
Not right.
I need to drop.
So in this league, I drafted Justin Turner. And unfortunately, he broke his hand in spring training, so that hurt me. I also drafted Giancarlo Stanton, and he was off to a pretty slow start. He was still hitting the home runs. He's heating up a little bit now. Correa, I've still got Kane in my lineup. That shows you how much I've been looking at this. So I started off super hot, and I kind of mentioned this in that other video, but I started off super hot. I was gung-ho for the season to get going, and for like 3 weeks, I was like, yeah, I'm on it. And then I was just like, oh, man, this is slow.
Yeah.
And so I kind of lost interest, and then I started creeping down in the standings, and now I'm sitting at 6th place going, well, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just I kind of lost interest in it because it is such a grind.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't want to take anything away from the guys that are leading that because man, they're grinding away. Jay Fuego's in first place, Lovable Losers in second, Base Knockers is in third. These guys have really focused and have gone through the grind so far halfway through the season to get where they are. So.
Those guys are hanging in there.
Yeah,
we aren't doing as well because part of it is just not liking the format.
I think it's just my attention span for that is just really low.
Yeah. I'm looking at the waiver wires I made in this, and there's not a lot to tell you, although I do like this Tyler Skaggs on the Angels. I think he's got a lot of potential, and he might not be out there anymore. I mean, he's 6 wins, 95 strikeouts, and 87 innings, a 2.69 ERA.
Yeah.
So there's a good chance he's been picked up in your league, but this is a guy I picked up off waivers that's been nice. And
no surprise here. I've got Jed Lowry. I picked him up weeks ago. He's still keeping up.
Yeah.
The other day, I think he had a really big day.
Yeah, he's off a ridiculous start this year.
Yeah, he's still batting, in the upper 300s. He hit 3 home runs for me last week with 8 ribbies. And on the season, he's got 13 home runs, and he's batting 288. But he's batting 345, 327 over the past 2 weeks.
Nice. I just made 2 moves in that league while we talked.
That was magical.
It was.
Yeah.
I just lost a category when I went back out here. So
and it changes fast.
It does.
And that's actually one of the reasons why I like category leagues, head-to-head categories.
So yeah, that's a good lead in to our what we call our main league, the league that we've been in the longest, and that is head-to-head categories. It's a 10-team league. That one I really think that I had the best draft of any of them in this league.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, I had the 10th and 11th pick, and my 10th and 11th picks were Mookie Betts and Paul Goldschmidt.
I think where we landed where we are in the standings now represents how much we like this league and how well we think we did because we're first and second.
Yeah, I'm first, you're second.
Yeah, and he's got me by 3.5 games. We're in different divisions though, so I lead my division, he leads his division, and hopefully we will meet in the championship game because that's going to be epic.
It
dumb
could be
guys,
a dumb
head
guy
to
showdown.
head. Yeah.
And so waiver wire pickups. This is the one where I picked up Patrick Corbin. He's been tearing it up.
Yeah.
Another pickup, and it's a good one to mention, is Asdrubal Cabrera. He's got a lot of position eligibility. He's got some pop. He's got 13 home runs. He's got a 797 OPS. So for a waiver wire pickup, they can play second, short, and third. That's
not bad.
That can help you out a lot. This is a league where third base let me down because I had Josh Donaldson's been hurt all year.
Yeah, Josh Donaldson's been.
And I picked up Evan Longoria to take his place, and now he's hurt.
He's hurt too.
Yeah.
One of the guys I picked up who's been a pleasant surprise is Gene Segura, dude. This guy's got an 843 OPS, 14 stolen bases, 44 ribbies, and 6 home runs at shortstop.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. Another guy I picked up is Aaron Hicks, playing the outfield for the Yankees. And he's got 11 home runs on the season and an 800 OPS and 6 stolen bases to go with it. And also on the Yankees, Miguel Andujar. And that guy came up. He's an extra base machine. So, he's also got 11 home runs and an 811 OPS. Yeah. So
I'll counter your Yankee. I picked up Brandon Crawford off the waivers on this league. 870 OPS, 8 home runs, 3 stolen bases. And if you're in a batting average league, he's great. He's hitting about 312. Nice. He just doesn't walk too much, so his on-base percentage isn't much higher than his batting average, so it keeps his OPS down. But that's something we mentioned in our earlier videos. We're going to talk about some players we got right in another video. But that's I really like Crawford. Even though he's no stolen bases, he's got some pop, and he's got hitting for batting average this year.
I know you do like him. You know who another guy I wanted to mention is Austin Meadows for Pirates. So he got called up when Starling Marte went down.
Yeah.
And he did so well, they didn't send him back down.
Yeah.
And so he's still getting some playing time there, and he's got an 887 OPS, 4 stolen bases, 5 home runs, and just 114 at bats.
Nice.
So he's really putting up some numbers for me, and he's got a regular spot in my outfield now because of that.
Yeah. All right, so that takes care of our Yahoo leagues. Let's hop on over. We got a team on the ESPN now.
Oh, do I have to?
Now, we talked about in our other video that's coming out soon, formats, and the ESPN's a format we kind of like the least. I'm in first place in this league, so I can't knock it too much.
No, you like it.
My hitters are doing well today. But so this league, just to give you an update, here, let's go to standings. So you have to click all around in this app. It's not as easy to find everything.
Yeah.
I'm in first place, 4,111 points. Second place is 4,031.
Oh, man. I'm in 8th place with 3443. I was in 7th the other day.
Huh. And so let's take a look at some waiver wire moves in there that have worked out for me. One is Crone on the Rays, CJ Crone.
Oh, yeah.
He's got some nice power numbers. Another thing here with ESPN, it's not as easy just to look up stats, but he's got 16 home runs.
It's easy to drop, though. Just hit that button.
Yeah. He's only hitting 235, but he's got nice pop in a points league. He gets you points.
Man, I hate this app, though.
Another guy, I've got Scooter Gennett in this league. And that's another guy we recommended picking up over the top second baseman like Cano and Altuve. And then let me tell you, especially Cano, that's really working out because Cano's suspended right now.
Yeah, right.
Oh, shoot. This is another league where I need to take Brandon Belt off the disabled list. I'm behind on doing that.
Let's see here.
Somebody I recommend picking up is Carlos Rodon. He's coming back now. Top-notch prospect. And he's probably available in a lot of leagues still, just because he started the year injured and people probably forgot about him. But that's somebody I've picked up in this league, and I recommend you take a look at getting him as well.
There's so much I could do with this team, and it just...
Yeah, so I have to go to...
I just
click
lost
on
interest in it.
Edit Team. Platform. Yeah, then go to Manage DL. What's happening? There's on this screen, there's somebody on the disabled list. Oh, no, he's in the utility spot. So Edit Team. Move him from utility.
You can't.
Oh, he's in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Jeez. So, like I said, this app, the app for ESPN is hard to figure out.
I don't like it.
Yeah. But like I said, go get Carlos Rodon if he's available in your league and you need some pitching. I think this guy is going to be like a strikeout per 9, some good wins. He's on the White Sox, so not the greatest team, but I think he's going to be good if you're really hurting on pitching there.
This is another league where I got Sean Newcomb, and so he's been, a nice addition.
Yeah. Yeah, so there's that's all our leagues.
Yeah, that's our leagues.
Yeah,
those are our guys.
There's our updates. That's how we're doing. And you could see that really. I hope I didn't just drop somebody. Anyway, I didn't. But you can see that kind of like how well we're doing is really very proportionate to our interest and the time we spent in the league.
Yes.
And so I have really fallen off on the daily roto.
Yeah.
The ESPN, I really don't like the app. I'm in first place, but I keep because of the format, I keep forgetting to make moves because it's hard to.
Yeah.
You have to click on several screens to get to manage the team, then manage the DL, take guys off the DL, put them in your lineup. To where Yahoo has that all in one place, so it's much easier to deal with.
Yeah.
But even though I feel like I'm not doing the greatest job managing that league, I'm in first place.
Still in first, yeah.
Yeah, first place in 2 leagues, third place in another, second place in another, and 7th in the Dumb Guys 2 Daily Roto. So 4 of the 5, I'm in the top 3.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not too bad, and it'll all go for nothing when I beat you in the championship game. Okay.
All right.
Well, that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, and stay dumb.
Yeah, if you're in our leagues, leave comments.
Dumb Guys.